Hello and welcome back to the channel, where today we will be going through and learning some of the bits and pieces that we are particularly bad at, especially in duels. So we're going to be playing this, which is the learnable meta world based purely off of Latin America. So Mexico and below in the Americas. We're going to be learning more metas, so we're going to be learning more bollards, which of course are a favourite. Obviously we've got things like the car, the Google car. There's a lot of different metas in South America based off the car. We've got different types of electricity poles, different bollards, etc., etc. So we're going to be going through. We're going straight in. We're going to be playing this. I've played a couple of these rounds just to sort of get a brief idea of what's going on. But yeah, like I say, I'm not very good at these. So this is going to be a learning experience for the both of us. Unless you're already quite good, then you're just going to look at me and call me an idiot, which again is great entertainment. So here we have the sun very northernly. We have some black and yellow painted poles at the bottom. We have these pole tops, which I don't know. We have all white lines, which definitely means something. We do have the metas script on as well. So if we do get it wrong, which we probably will, I'm thinking northern Chile. That wasn't awful. Yeah, so like I was saying, we have this pop-up on the screen at the moment, which we can use as an indicator to work out what we did right or what we did wrong. In this one, obviously, we missed the pole. I do know the Chile pole, but I didn't clock it in the map that we were in. So what we've got with the Chile pole is obviously a square pole with an indent on each side, which goes halfway up, stops, and then it becomes a dotty pole, which is exclusive to Chile. So if you see that pole, you know you're in Chile, and then you can do like a bit of a vibes guess based off of there's a lot of mountainy green, or if it's deserty and mountainy, or if it's somewhere in the middle, or if it's a city, you can go like Santiago or one of these ones. So let's move on and see what we get in this next round. So this one we have very different road lines. Well, same road lines, but all yellow, which again is different. So we have a 70-kilometer maximum speed sign. We have the sun very northerly again. So this could be, well, it's basically anywhere below this. So it could be Brazil, Peru, Uruguay, Argentina. I don't think these are the Uruguayan lines. The Uruguayan lines always have like some funky design to them. So I'm thinking we don't have any car meta. The car's completely blurred. We have a lot of tall, interesting trees. Obviously, vegetation is a hard one to go off of. I think there's different learnable matters for vegetation. I haven't moved on to them yet because I'm not good enough. I don't know the yellow lines, so I'm just going to plonk a guess in Northern Arge, which was very wrong. So here we have the pop-up. Within the Americas, all yellow lines are essentially unique to Chile. These lines are typically seen in national parks or areas of high snowfall. I guess that makes them easier to see if it's snowy. Unless it's actually covered in snow, then what is the point? So we have double yellows in the middle. We have this. This is the meta in this round. So I know this one. We have the Colombian cross on the back of the signs. So this is exclusive to Colombia. Other things that you can, there's another one there. Other things that you can use for Colombia are all yellow number plates. So if we were able to go up the road and find a car, we could find a car and they'd have yellow plates front and back. We have mountains northwest. Wow, is that a mountain? Possibly. Big mountains northwest in here. So northwest that way. So we're looking. This is weird. Because the mountain range runs up this way. So could we be? They look quite far away, but not too far away. Let's go here. That's not horrendous. They're not northwest. Oh, they are northwest. I was going to get this side of it. I'd have got that. Oh well, at least we got it right. The Columbia cross. You can see it on the sign as the pop-up that came up as well. So moving on, we have a black bottom pole. Sounded weird. We have a black painted bottom of a pole. I'm not sure how to make that sound not weird. We have very flat landscape, absolutely no sign of a hill, which is odd for South America, but not unheard of. Deserty, lots of Kakatai. Oh, hello. That's the meta that we're supposed to be using. So that is a Peruvian kilometer sign to tell you how far you are from something. But I think it's Peru. I could be like really stupid and get in the complete wrong area, but this bit is kind of flat. So let's go somewhere down this side. That was good. So that was based off the terrain and this kilometer marker. So if you got that in a duel and you got 4.6k and they thought like, oh, it could be like Chile, and they've guessed like a deserty part of Chile or Argentina, you are taking points. Some points. Moving on. So here, yeah, cool. I don't think there's going to be any other meta in this one other than this, which to the untrained eye just looks like a really weird letterbox. But these slots are unique. It's an electricity meter. The Brazilian ones are like these little circle bits that stick onto the houses. These are unique to one of the countries. I think it's Peru. It could be Ecuador, Colombia, that sort of area. Very deserty, dry. Can't see any mountains very easily. Let's go Peru. I'm going to go similar to where we were before, to be fair. Okay, so it was a bit further up in Peru, but at least we got that right. So these are what are they actually called? Yeah, they are electricity meters. So they have the little letterbox type openings. Nice, easy one to remember. Decent score based off of some metas. Let's go straight in and go again. So I believe, stinky road. And big old vegetations, and I believe this knob is what we're supposed to be looking at. Unfortunately, I can't quite remember which one it is in terms of the metas. We have yellow dashed road markings in the middle with white outers, so it feels quite higher up, because obviously America tend to use these yellow middle markings. I know other places do, but shall we just gamble? So obviously things like over here, they're not in the game, so there's no point in guessing over here. We have very jungly looking vegetation, and obviously the Amazon tends to be quite jungly because it's a jungle. So let's go, I don't know, southern Colombia. That was indeed the Panama car. So what did I miss on that? Was it a truck? What? It was meant to be the pickup truck was the meta, but unfortunately I didn't see that as a pickup truck because it's just not there. But I guess some rounds you can see. Obviously I know the Panama car is always a white pickup a lot of the time, so that one's usually quite an easy one. This is the meta here. So we have some barrels that appear to be being used as bollards. That's pretty weird. Flat, wet, grassland, very northwest sun. I believe these are Argentinian direction markers, so they tell you that there's a bit of a bend in the road. Unfortunately, I don't know where in Argentina we would be. Could we be up towards Cordoba? It looks quite green. Could quite easily be somewhere further south, but I'm going to plonk up here because it's wet. Yeah, okay, so it was a lot further south, but we were right with the Argentinian. White with the orangey red chevron. Again, we have black and white striped pole. That one is Chile? No, Peru? I think Peru. And again, I'm going to hedge down the bottom of because it's quite hilly. Unfortunately, there are also hills here. So we were correct with it being Peru. Somehow. It wasn't very convincing, but we were correct. We have, what do we have here? We have a black car. We have, are they trident poles? So the poles with the, I can't remember what they're called. These bits that stick up. They're usually Uruguay, but we have a black car. And I don't know what that means. These road lines are weird, and often Uruguay have weird road lines. I'm just going to have to send it I think a lot of the coverage was really, really overcast as well for Uruguay, so it could be a good shout. Let's go near Montevideo. It was Uruguay. Cool. So it was the trident poles, so they look like a trident, funnily enough. And they help you find out where you are, because Uruguay used them. What are they called? Pole tops. Oh, insulators. That's it. So you have the insulators that stick up, which makes it nice and easy. Here we have the pickup truck again, and we can actually see it this time. Yay. Pretty jungly looking. Nice little... I don't know what these are called, but they're cool. Big trees, very Amazonian, and we have the pickup truck, which gives us the Panama. We have a nice big old road going directly north-south. Could be here. Not quite. Right country, wrong area. Decent score again. We're getting through these, absolutely flying through these, and not doing horrifically. That, I think, is that... Well, it says BR on it, so you immediately think Brazil, and I think this is the Brazilian kilometre marker. Cool. Not helpful. Car is very sort of blurred out, can't really see much there. Quite jungly. Sun is very north, which again gives you a nice clue that you're in, well, most of Brazil is southern hemisphere, so it wouldn't be very clear that it was perfectly north up here. So let's hedge Mato Grosso. It looks fairly hilly. It wasn't. It was over here, which again, look, that just getting slightly wrong in Brazil, that you lose like 3,500 points just for getting it a bit off. Uruguayan lines, these double yellows with dashes in the middle. They also use these white bollards a lot. That should be white, but it's not. We have another northern sun, so we go in Uruguay. There's some palm, are they oil palm plantations, possibly? So somewhere very green, most of it's green, it's just going near the top. It was very not near the top, but it was Uruguay. So yeah, like I said, these road lines, triple road lines in the middle, Uruguay. I believe this little sticky boy sticking up is our meta on this round. So we have interesting road lines. We have obviously dual lane one side and then yellows in the middle, and we're on the right. So we're driving right. Most countries drive right. I'm pretty sure there is one, but I think it's Guyana that drive left because they take the British way of driving. What did I say? It's the little stick. I don't know which one the little stick is. They've not got front plates. That's not the same car. Very similar. So we have the little stick, which I believe is one of the islands. Could it be? Oh, is it the? No, it was the Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico is a fully blurred car with a little antenna on the front right, featuring a white dot, which is unbelievably hard to spot. But yeah, it is that. Oh, this is a trickier. Oh, is that? No cross. But Brazil paint the backs of the signs black. That's the thing in Brazil. So that could be the meta on this one. We don't have much to work with car-wise. We have a little tab at the front, but, well, not tab, a little bit non-blurred at the front, but I think that's the thing we're working off of here. Very flat, usually very flat around here. We've had that one before. That was wrong. Oh, we had the A-frame concrete poles, which is Argentina. I missed that. But it did have the back of the sign painted black, which is usually a nice giveaway. Is this that? Let's try it again. Same guess. It was. So this is what I was on about in the last round. The back of the sign is black, which if you know that you're in South America, you'll see the back of the sign and it's black, you're in Brazil, and then you can just use sense to work out roughly where you are. Let's keep it going, see if we can get a bit of a streak. We have a white bottomed pole with roof bars, which is different. The roof bar card always throws me off here because I always immediately think which one of these is it, but it could still just be one of these. I feel like it could be. I'm going to do it just in case it is. Yes! Sick. So that was the black car with the roof bars, which is Curacao. Cool. It looks like a bloody lovely place as well. Like, you can see it on here. If you get to the centre of the city, it just looks amazing. Obviously not so much where we are right now, but it looks like a lovely place. Wouldn't mind going on holiday there. Okay, next one. We have blue strip at the top, which is Argentina. Funky tree. Oh, I actually learnt a tree earlier. There's a type of pine tree that looks nothing like this, but there's like a region of Brazil, like this region of Brazil has a specific type of pine tree. So if we get that one, I'm going to be really gassed because I've actually remembered that one as well. It's quite a hard one to remember, I think. Well, for me it was quite easy. So we're thinking Argentina. I'm just going to plonk. Ah, oh, crap, it was the one. We had the blue strip at the top of the plate. I guess they do have that in different places. So we have the white bottom painted pole of Brazil. Northern Sun. No car help, really. This is the thing. So we have the flaggy type kilometer marker of Argentina. I tried to come up with a way to remember this. I just can't do it. I can't think of a way to remember this. My initial thought was these are pretty goated looking signs, and Messi, Lionel Messi, is the goat of football. So goated looking sign, goated looking football player. It's quite dry. Let's go down there. Stinker. 700 points. Argentina's big. Like, big. No front plate on that, so we can't use that. There's a little stick over antenna on the car. That's not our car. We have painted bottom of the pole in a funky looking pole. Not the Chilean pole. We have this, which again is supposed to be helpful, but do I remember those helpful things? No, of course not. It wasn't Curacao because we don't have the roof bars in the truck. Could it be Dominican? Yes. Could it also not be? Also yes. Oh, which one was it? Oh, it's Puerto Rico. Yep, cool. I keep forgetting that Puerto Rico exists, and I need to remember that because it helps. Argentinian turning sign. I think we've had this round. Let's just plonk. Yeah, I've had this round. I should have gone there because I actually knew it was there. Right, one more, and then this is Brazilian pole. So it's like almost like the French ladder pole at the bottom, where you've got like bits that you can climb up, and then it's got the dotty bit at the top, which, no, it's not very much like the French pole, but it's, I believe, Brazilian, or is it the trident pole? It is a trident pole, and it is the Brazilian pole. The soil here is much red, and there's mountains northeast. Could it be like Mato Grosso? I really want one in Mato Grosso because I remember the name of it. It was Brazil because it had the painted poles, but again, really far away. So, oh, we have a new one. This arrow is skinny, which means we're not in Mexico because the Mexican arrow is like a really fat head. So again, a good method to learn. So, oh, we have a bollard. We have a bollard indeed. We love a bollard. And this bollard is screaming Peru. I'm pretty sure the bollards, if you get bollards in South America, a lot of the time it's Peru. The sun's actually south, which is not helpful at all. That's like directly south as well, isn't it? Whoa. We could be very wrong here. Is that the Mexican one? And I've got it the wrong way around? I'm not going to trust the sun because I was going to go here. Okay, so that was Ecuador. Oh, it's the Ecuador bollard with the 2 strips. Cool. So they either have 2 reflectors or 2 red bits of tape, which is Ecuador. Cool. We'll remember that now because we got it wrong. And every time I get it wrong, and then remember it a bit better. Here we have... Is this the Brazilian one? So this is an electricity meter on a house, which is a circle. And we have another one over here. And we have another one over here and here. They're very common, as you can probably tell. I think they are... Ooh, we have a water tower. Water towers with branding. I can't remember what the name of the branding is. I can't remember. They'll pop up at some point. But the branded water towers are often Brazil. This is looking... What did I say this was? This was a Brazilian round because of these. Quite easily could not be. Shall we just hedge a Sao Paulo? Oh my god, they're Mexican. Oh dear. 11 points. See, that would have been game ending if we were in Maltese. And they'd have got it right. We have a blue strip at the top. This is giving Argentina vibe. Big old Argentina vibe with the sun directly north. I think that's all we can see. Well, double yellows in the middle. That's not ideal in terms of driving surface. If you went over that, you'd probably injure your car. What are we doing? Oh yeah. So we're just basically looking for some nice big hill. I know where the big hills are, but we've got some hills here. Let's go here. Oh my god, we were in Chile. Oh, they're all yellow. See, I think the blue bit on the number plates is really stuffing me up a lot of the time because it's just not right. Ah, we can get a good score here. This is the rubber strips. So you can see in the roof rack, there's no like divot. It's just a rubber strip. It goes all the way to the top, which is Dominican, which means we're going on a north-south road in probably the main city. Could it be this one? Ah, it's a good guess, just not quite right. That will do us for today's learning. So we've obviously learned some bits and pieces about Latin America. Possibly they've stuck. I don't know. Maybe. I think getting them wrong is often a really good way to learn. We're pretty good at getting them wrong, so we must be learning something. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've learned something. If you have, please do give it a like. Subscribe if you're new. And I will catch you in the next one.